Right. Okay. So let me share my screen. Right. So this is the scenario. Multiple instances of same version, multiple instances of different version. Okay. So here in the screen, if you have multiple instances of same version, how to do? How to do patching? If you have multiple instances of different version, how to do the patching? Okay. Remember guys, if you have multiple instances of same version, you can see all the instances in this screen. Okay. If you have multiple instances, say for example, I have 3 instances, 3 are running on 2017. You can see all 3 instances here. If you want to patch all 3 instances, you can select all see here, select and unselect, right? You can select all 3 instances like this and you can patch all 3 at a time. Even though you choose all 3 at a time, they are going to patch one by one. They don't patch parallelly. Once first instance is completed, it will patch second instance. Once it is completed, it will patch third instance. Imagine if you have 3 different version instances are there. One is running at 2012, 2014 and 2017. Now you cannot see other 2 version instances in this screen. Why? Because this screen belongs to 2017 only. It will show whatever instances are there with 2017 only in this screen. If 2012, 2014 are there, you cannot see in the screen. So nothing to worry. Imagine I have 3 instances of same version. One is already patched. First instance is already patched with CU25. Second instance is patched with CU24. Third instance is patched with not yet patched, it is a RTM. Now I am patching with CU25. How many instances are eligible to patch? In these 3 instances, how many instances are eligible to patch?
Two.
How
Two
many?
instances.
Are you sure?
One, sir.
One, sir.
Who said one? Parjana and Padmana.
Yes, sir.
Gopi, sir. Gopi,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Already first instance and second instance are patched, sir. That only the third instance we have to patching. That's only the RTM. What is the RTM stage of instance? That only we have to patch.
I want to patch all instances with the current service pack or cumulative update. Now tell me how many instances I have to patch.
Two, sir.
Two, sir.
Okay, very good. Now you are in track. Okay, so yes, we have to patch 2 instances. Okay, so now 2 instances are eligible, and you can see 3 instances in the screen, but third instances will be grayed out. You can see like how shade features are grayed out. You cannot select or unselect the third instance which was already patched. Remaining 2 instance, you can see this option. In those 2 instance, you want to patch only one instance, select that particular instance. If you don't select that instance, it won't patch. If you select that instance, it will patch. Clear guys? This is how to manage if you have multiple instances of same version and different version. Go next. It will check what are the files that are running in the background. No problem, as we took the downtime. Before patching guys, you have to send an email to the customer. Like so we started patching on this instance, server will goes to multiple reboots. Okay, so I'll update once the server is successfully once the patching is successfully completed. Before patching, you have to tell to the customer. Why? Because some application specific jobs will be there. They have to stop the jobs, okay, or they have to stop the application. So you have to inform to the application team, so that either they are going to stop the jobs or they are going to stop the application based on the application criticality. Then they will allow us to proceed. They will ask us to proceed. Can I proceed for patching? You have to send an email before patching itself. You have to send an email to the application team, to the DBS also, to all your DBA team also. You have to include DBA team also, and you have to include monitoring team also. These 3 teams are very important. Why application team? For example, your patching is scheduled for 10 o'clock. You have to send an email by 10 o'clock. Hi, everything is ready. Can I proceed for patching? During patching, server will go for multiple reboots. Again, you have to remind them. Okay. Then they are going to stop their jobs or application from their side. DBAs, imagine 3 DBAs are there in the shift. You are working from Bangalore location, one is working from Hyderabad, one is working from Gurgaon location. If you don't let them know that you are patching the server, they will get an alert that server is down. So what they are going to think, might be server is down, they are going to troubleshoot from their side. They don't know that you are patching the server, right? So it is our responsibility to inform them, I am patching the server, so don't know. In case if you are getting alerts, please ignore it. Don't, okay, try to fix the issues and all. After patching, I'll update you, so that they are going to take care of it. In case if still any errors are there, you are going to take care or he's going to take care. But it is our responsibility to let them know that you are patching the server, so that if they know that you are patching the server, then in case if they are getting any alerts, if the server is down, if the instance is down, if the agent is down, they don't touch it until patching is going to complete. Okay, so you have to send an email before patching. You have to send an email to application team, DBA team, monitoring team. Why monitoring team? Monitoring team will call to the DBA team saying that the server is down, why the server is down. If we don't have information, if monitoring team doesn't have information that you are patching, monitoring team will keep calling to the on-call person and all, and they will involve on-call for this issue. Sometimes your manager or team lead might be on call, so he is going to get an on-call call that server is down. So that's why you have to inform to the monitoring team as well. So monitoring team don't touch it until you complete the patching. Okay, right. Next. If you observe it or not, I didn't do anything here. Next, final screen update. So if you go to other trainers, they will only tell this piece, open service pack, next, update. Patching will be completed in 10 minutes. But we have dedicated 2 days, last Friday and today Monday also. Okay, we discuss each and every point related to the patching. Where is 10 minutes, where is like almost 3 hours. Okay, so again, why we are putting this many efforts? If you go to company, not only for cracking the interviews, after getting the job, you should be in a position to patch the SQL servers without any issue. Even real-time people also don't know these many precautions are there. They also don't know before patching, I have to check these many things. They also don't know. Okay, so you have to learn a lot of things. You have to learn a lot of things. You have to practice it. You have to get hands-on. Then you will be comfortable to do anything on the real-time servers. Okay, that's why I'm putting this many efforts. I can simply complete. Why? Because you don't know. I can simply complete. Yes, copy the patch file, update, just right click, run as administrator, next, update it. I can tell like that also. Okay, but why I'm saying with this many efforts, why I'm saying all these things. Okay, but you have to learn something at least. Okay, so that's why you have to, same thing you are going to exhibit in the company, right? Once you got the job, so you have to be very careful and you have to be very confident while doing these activities and all, right? Post patching, again, you have to check all these things, how many services are up and running. Okay, right? How many services are up and running before patching, how many services are up and running. Post patching, all the services should be like, how many are up and running, the same service should be up and running. Okay, check the free space is there or not. In case if there is no free space, contact the Windows team, as it is C drive, right? Imagine you found only 1 GB free space is there in the C drive. Don't proceed for patching. Contact Windows team. Ask them to clean some free space in the C drive. If not, ask them to extend the drive, C drive. They are going to extend it or clean it. Once you found enough free space, then you can proceed for patching. And check whether before patching how many databases are online, after patching same databases are online or offline. Check it. Once everything looks good, send a email to the team, like whatever teams we have, send an email before patching. We have included application team, DBA team and the monitoring team, right? After patching also, it is your responsibility that patching is successfully completed. Please check it in case of any issues. So in such case, application team, once patching is successfully completed, application team is going to start their application, or they are going to start their application specific jobs. Okay, monitoring team will start monitoring it. Okay, till that during that patching 2 to 3 hours, monitoring team don't monitor. In case if any issues are there, it will ignore it. Monitoring team will ignore it during the patching window. Once patching is completed, once you send a success message to them, then again they are going to resume the monitoring and all. Okay, so this is how patching will be there. Clear, guys? Any issues, any doubts? So it will take as the server is small, it will take 10 to 15 minutes. If you want, you can wait and you can watch it.
So every time we are getting successful installation, but maybe sometimes we are getting errors while installing the pack, service packs.
Hmm. Every time, see,
So
we cannot
how can
guarantee. We cannot guarantee, okay, that every time patching should be successful. But again, if you go with all these checks, 99% your patching will be successful. That's why we discussed all these things. If we haven't discussed these things, and if I directly patched, again I have to tell these points. Okay, if patching is failed, check this one, check enough free space is there or not in the C drive. There you won't get better clarity. But if you discuss early itself, you
Yeah.
have an idea. So you know now why your patching is failed. Okay, I found there is less free space in the C drive. That's why your patching is failed. Then you will immediately contact the Windows team and you will ask them to fix the space issue. They are going to fix it. So these are the precautions. If you take these precautions, 99% it will be successful. First thing, I'll tell you after patching. Okay, see, even though after patching, if it is failed, where to check, how to check, okay, we'll discuss. And then at least you'll get an idea where to check and all. And what is the confirmation patching is successfully completed or not, how you came to know whether patching is successfully completed or not, I'll tell you. Okay, I'll tell you in the next class. If anyone wants to watch this one, you can wait and watch. It will take 10 minutes. Okay, so or else if you want to skip it, I'll tell you the final screen after patching. How the final screen will be, I'll show you. Okay, so that's why please wait and watch. It won't take much time. Might be in 2 minutes we can close it.
Sir, మనం 2017 సర్వర్ ఇన్స్టేషన్ చేశాను సార్.
Yes.
2007 ఇన్స్టేషన్ చేసినప్పుడు కూడా మనకి మాక్సిమం నాకు కూడా ఏం ఎర్రర్స్ లేదు, సక్సెస్ఫుల్ గా ఇన్స్టాల్ అయిపోయింది సిస్టమ్ లో కూడా. సో ఏదన్నా ఒకవేళ వారు అక్కడ స్టక్ అయ్యేవాళ్ళు సార్ ఇన్స్టేషన్ చేసేటప్పుడు 2017 కానీ 2019 కానీ సర్వర్స్ ఇన్స్టేషన్ చేసినప్పుడు మనం ఎక్కడ స్టక్ అయిపోయాము సార్, అప్పుడు మనం ఏం చేయాలి అలాంటివి ఇప్పుడు చెప్పు సార్.
Okay, fine. So if you see here, you can see, make sure, wait. Okay, so you can see here all components are successfully patched. Okay, make sure all components are successfully patched. Okay, especially database engine services, this one. If this is patched successfully, then that's okay, that's fine. You can patch other components. If other components are failed and this is patched successfully, then that's okay. Okay, that's okay means of course you have to take care of it. You can again patch it. It is going to fix the issue. But if it is failed, if other components are successful, there is no use. Patching is not successful. Again, you have to remove the old patch and again you have to reinstall the new patch. Okay, so I'll tomorrow I'll update you. I'll tell you how to remove the patch and all, in what scenarios we are going to remove the patch. Okay, so we'll discuss those things in the next class. Right, so again, after patching, what you have to check it. Once patching is successful, close this window, then go to your management studio, and whatever you can see here 14.0.1000.169, right, just refresh it. This number is going to change now. Okay, just refresh it and see here 3401 to 3401.7, and here you can see RTM, right, and just refresh it and you can see CU25. Okay, RTM, on top of RTM you can see CU25 is applied. Okay, so this is how you have to confirm your patching is successful or not. Once everything is successful, make sure, okay, the bill number is changing, and make sure, okay, you can see an update, which update you have installed. Make sure you have updated that one. You can see that update in the output. Okay, so it will helpful. This is how you can confirm that patching is successfully completed. Right, clear? So in the next class I'll tell you, in case if patching is failed, where to check. Same way, I guess I have already discussed during installation. If installation is failed, you have to open summary.txt file, detail.txt file. If not, tomorrow I'll tell you where to check how to remove the patching and all. Okay, fine guys.
Yeah, sure, Sharma.
Thank you so much. Okay, have a great day. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.